What is up, my fellow heroes? Welcome to Tales of Nerdia. Today I'm doing my first reaction to Boku no Hero Academia Chapter 99. Very excited to do this because a lot of my subs, a lot of people commented on my previous videos, told me to check out this manga. So I started with the anime, finished that in a weekend, and immediately had to jump into the manga. I absolutely am loving it. So there's plenty of different characters, different powers. I love the concept of All Might, how he has to really give up his power to someone else. And I did not like the main character at first, and I did not know if I was going to grow to like him, but before the end of the anime, I kind of accepted him. I enjoy Midoriya. Last time, we were examining the boys' room in this new dormitory that they've moved into. So we're going to be in a bit of a slow period right now, and I'm okay with that because I felt like we were kind of breezing through villains really quickly. You know, I really enjoyed Stain, and yes, he did have a lasting impact, but I felt like he disappeared too quickly, and I wanted to see a lot more of him. His power also has an interesting concept. Really, everyone's power in this manga is pretty interesting, even though, let's say, Mineta Grape, the balls just stick to things, but he finds ways to make that useful. So I'm really enjoying all of the different powers, learning what their weaknesses are, and at one point we pretty much hit, as they keep saying in the manga, the final boss pretty quickly. I mean, yeah, there can always be more villains that pop up, but this group of villains, the League of Villains, I felt like we were getting too close to them too fast, but now we get to take a little break. They're going to regroup after the big battle that they went through as the heroes tried to recover Bakugo. So I'm totally okay with taking a little bit of a break. So last time, the girls wanted to have a competition, check out the guys' room, and that's where we're left right now. They're actually proposed to check out the girls' room, and they're going to do that, but we still have a few guys to go through. So we got to see, who did we get to see? We got to see Todoroki has the Japanese-style room, which was pretty cool. So we finish off with a few of the guys' rooms. You get to see Kirishima, Sato, Shoji, Todoroki. I think I'm forgetting one. Oh, and Seto. So you get to see all their rooms, and it kind of reveals a little bit about their personality. And really just seeing these characters joke with each other, and just the way that they communicate as a group, I do really feel like there are bonds being made, and that these are realistic characters. They're young characters, they get to move into this dormitory, and they're very excited to just see what everyone's room is like. And that is one thing I have been enjoying about this show, is just the different pairings and seeing how different the communication is between each student and their different relationships. And Sato, he can increase his power with sugar content. He whips up a little cake for everyone, kind of wins over the girls there. But speaking of the girls, time to move on to their rooms. I mean, there really isn't much here to analyze. This is just a fun chapter in general. And then as soon as we go into Hagekure's room, Mineta, of course, the stereotypical perv, tries to do some plus ultra and open up her drawers, probably trying to catch a peek or something. And I usually do not like perverted characters, where their nose is bleeding and they're just overtly perverted. But I gotta say, Mineta just makes it work. I really think that he's just, he's so harmless in general, just because his power is not that fantastic, and he's such a small dude, and you kind of feel bad for him a bit, but he gets himself in a little bit of trouble. That face he made in the last chapter, Jesus, something's wrong with this guy. But I actually do enjoy the humor from his pervertedness. So we finish off with a few of the other girls' rooms, but we did have to skip Tsuyu because it said that she wasn't feeling well. And as everyone walks away, she kind of peeks out the door. And I thought we weren't going to get to see why right away, but we do, which is cool, So because of her harsh words to the rest of the group about going to save Bakugo, she felt bad and felt that it wouldn't be right for her to just pretend like she never said that. So we get a nice apology out of her, a little touching scene. And they immediately forgive her, so it's all good. But, these little scenes may not seem like they mean anything, and that took a couple pages of what could have been action or something else, but this character development is very important. Whoa, Jesus. But this character development is very important, and that's really what I'm enjoying about this manga. And then we finally get back to the classroom, and they are ready to get their provisional, or they're going to take an exam to get their provisional hero license, which apparently the success rate from year to year is about 5%, so not too good. So their mission that is given to them is to come up with at least 2 special moves. So right now we have a promise of a very good chapter next week, or at least the week after, of just them learning how to control their quirks. And just see, I actually expected when they were back at the academy to really spend more time in school and just showing off quirks and learning from each other, really becoming developing rivals and things like that. But there are some rivals here, but they're a pretty tight-knit group because of all the things that they've experienced. But I want them to have a little bit more time in school, a little bit more time away from those villains, just so we can get to know these characters some more, they can develop their quirks, and then later we could see some more intense action. And maybe even flip over to the villain's side, get to see how they interact, how they build up the League of Villains, and really just see some development there between that group as well. So overall, a quick reaction. Not a whole lot that I wanted to cover this chapter just because it is very laid back, but I just wanted to conceptually talk about the things that I've been enjoying about this manga, and that is the character development, just the interactions between characters. They seem very real. I enjoy all of the quirks and just learning their ins and outs, weaknesses, strengths, things like that. And I like this school environment, I like the teachers, I want them to be able to spend some more time here, and it seems like that's what we're going to get, since the League of Villains definitely has some regrouping to do. They may be out of action for a while after losing their leader. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Are you enjoying the slower pace and the more relaxed environment that we're getting right now? Or would you rather jump right back into the action? So that's all I got for you guys this week. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. I'm going to be doing these every single week. Hopefully Boku no Hero Academia will be around for a very long time so we can keep talking about it, because I am absolutely loving this manga. Glad I picked it up. Thanks for those who recommended it. So if you enjoyed the reaction, please drop me a like. Don't forget to subscribe so I'll see you every week. And join me in the comments section if you want to talk about the manga in general or this chapter specifically. Thanks, guys. I will see you all very soon. Bye.